Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, my people. I am Honorable Ambassador Buzopat. We're here today on the segment 4 of Be Inspired with Buzopat Life-Changing Reality Talk. We call it reality talk because this is where we embrace our truth. We keep saying the necessary things we need to say to each other because we are living in a very dangerous world. We know a lot of people's nerves needs to be calm. A lot of people need to hear the truth. A lot of people need to know that they are not alone in what they are doing. And a lot of people who may not know that what they are doing are wrong, we are here as we talk with each other. We'll be able to change the things that needs to be changed in our lives and to accept the truth that we need to accept that will lead to our freedom. This is the very reason why we do this every once in a week. So today, we will be talking about hey Jesus, character assassination. Oh yes, you heard me right. Character assassination. You may not understand that while some people are peacefully sleeping in their houses, while some are working, while the content providers are awake doing a whole lot, that so many people are in their homes mutilating, planning to mutilate and assassinate the character of their fellow human being for no just reason. This is the world we live. This is our reality. But is it okay? That's why we're here today. To keep talking in this community that we have built together, to tell ourselves, no, it is not okay. So while we talk about character assassination, you may be able to what is it all about? It is a malicious and unjustified harming of good reputation of someone else. You get it? A malicious and unjustified harming of another person's good reputation. So it is intentional, it is malicious, and it is to discredit a good person for no just reason. Why? We cannot understand. That some people's soul are meant for what we may not understand, but that's our reality and that's our truth. And that's why we talk to each other. Because when defamation of character is done orally, when it's spoken, it's called libel. When it's written about somebody, it's called slander. But we're here, my dad, for us to embrace our truth, that is the worst thing that can happen to anybody. It has destroyed CEOs, it has destroyed pastors, it has destroyed women, men in high categories, it has destroyed our colleagues, it has destroyed so many women, it has destroyed so many men. It has brought down CEOs, it has brought down men from high mountains, it has brought down men of integrity and high pedigree, because somebody somehow, out of envy and jealousy, decides to form something and they don't know the implications of these things that they do. They don't know the consequences of this that they do. So many marriages are in shambles because spouses decide to forge something that never happened and heap on their spouses. Talking about marriages, oh my God, hey God. I know one man, this one is not like somebody told me. I know one man. And this very man in question was so blessed. He's blessed with a beautiful wife with a very angelic soul. This woman has a merited job and she cares so much about this man. But I have never seen where somebody is so envious of his own. I've never seen it. But that was a true life situation. This man will go to anywhere the wife is respected and forge something. Anywhere the woman has respect, the man will go there to destroy her reputation. This is a woman who is paying the house rent. This is a woman who is paying the school fees. This is a woman who is actually bringing food to the doorstep. This is the clothing of the children. The woman is in charge of it. Hospital bills, even to the very suit the man wears, to the cars he drives. This woman just wants to salvage the home, but all this man does is discredit her before his friends. It got so bad that even his friends were looking for way to poison this very woman, thinking the man is right. But you know what? Most of the things I did against this woman backfired on him because of integrity. That's what I keep saying. It is not what you are called that you become. It is not what somebody is saying about you. Make sure your integrity does not give them, saves you, your character does not give them the ammunition to use in killing you. Because no matter what you say, no matter what they do, your integrity will set you free. That is, but if you know poisonous people are in the world, they are very poisonous, very bad people. This man continued to do this. If he's talking to you about the wife and you're not hearing, he will start crying. He will wake up and tell you they want to steal the wife. He will go to Facebook and pull down all the pictures that the wife, normal platonic pictures that you know is in Facebook. He will go to people who don't know this one and be telling you, oh, prostitute, this is what she does, instead of saying thank you. Thank you. I am talking about men now, not just them. There are women that will never be satisfied with whatever a man does for them. Never. And in trying to curry the pity, they will go to their friends and reduce their husband to nothing. Reduce their husband to nothing. Because that is what they believe in. That is what they are doing. We are not scared of lying against each other. We are not scared of forging something against each other. We are not scared. We don't check what it will do to the life of that person. One, when you do that out of hatred, you scandalize another person, false information. You know, you belittle the person. You take away the joy of the person. You remove the crown of glory on the head of the person. You make them eat tears like tea. You actually like, oh my God, how will I? You remove what makes them, and you discredit them, and they're shrinking, and you take away the joy of living from your fellow human being because you simply don't like the face of that person. This is suicidal. It is very, very wrong. As we share together, if you're into, please stop. Please, I beg you. When you mutilate your fellow human being, you're killing people. When you see armed robbers, don't say they are armed robbers, because in your own world, you are worse than murderers. You've done a whole lot. Now, let me tell you, there's this person. Now, this very woman that the husband did all these things to, despite everything that she has done, she survived it. But let me give you a scenario. There's this young, vibrant boy. This boy carved out a niche for himself. For 6 good years, this boy scratched from nothing, absolute nothing, and built a super brand for himself. This boy suffered. This boy worked so hard. And you know what? The moment this boy became successful, he started getting endorsement. I am not talking about who this is a brother to my very good friend, my childhood friend. This boy became successful, and then no accusation came that he raped somebody. Oh my God. This boy tried to plead for his innocence, and the society didn't give him 1 minute chance. They trolled him, they tormented him, they ridiculed him, they stigmatized him, and he was saying, hear me out. Who? The boy was confused. The guy was sad, pain, and nobody wanted to hear him out. They put his name in the list of all the unauthorized rapists, and this boy was crying. He was crying. What did I do? The world, hear me out. Who did I rape? Nobody listened to this boy. The world tormented this boy and drove him to suicide. We woke up one morning, this boy committed suicide. Only for us to realize that the very anonymous accuser of rape was somebody he has never met. He said that no physical rape. Have you ever heard that before? If we had given that boy benefit of doubt, if we had heard him, if you have listened to his plea of innocence, this boy wouldn't have died. Now, the anonymous accuser is something non-physical assault. Was what the world never gave this boy a chance to explain. All the while he was saying, who did I rape? What did I do? They dragged him down. They pulled him down. They put his name in a rapist list. And it's not everybody that can take this. The boy couldn't take it. Family values, shame, disgrace, everything that we followed, anonymous, as in horrible things we did to the guy, he took his own life. Today, hey, yeah, is what we heard. That's somebody's child. And of course, we will not continue to keep quiet for all these false accusers to be going free. Character assassination is very, very bad. It is, the libel and slander is a horrible thing. Maybe all of you are watching me, you may not have been involved, but if you know who, you will know that it's something that you don't pray for an enemy. Especially when you've grown up. And you know the enemies don't actually pull down a nobody. All these evil people will not attack you when you're nobody. They wait for you to become successful so that they can pull you down for no reason. Enemies, jealousy, wickedness, hatred, and we hate somebody's child, somebody's daughter, somebody's son, so much that you don't care if the person dies or not. You will mutilate the person's character. You defame the person's character, irrespective of anything. You heap lies against your fellow human being. You say things that never happened and will be happy to do that. You will taunt people. It's not everybody that survives it. It's not everybody. Some people die and so many have died. But I think I am standing here as a voice that I know I have to say that government should do something. Even if it's between spouse, anybody that lies and peddled false accusation against another person should be liable. If we can no longer be waving it, okay, this person lied. It is something that so many people have committed suicide on and people are not recording it. You have no right to say something bad about another fellow human being and then you'll be happy to go. This thing lowers the person's self-esteem. You know, some people that have gotten a bit, committing suicide becomes the only way for these people. I don't understand. But I want you to know that the one mistake you should never ever do in your life is to pick a quarrel that is not your own. Is to allow yourself to be recruited by somebody else to hate who have not wronged you. It is very, very wrong. You know, you must stop taking hasty and conclusion and non, as in I don't even know what to say again. It's hurting my heart. That a friend will come to you and tell you something about somebody you don't know, and you conclude immediately, and you don't give benefit of doubt, and you don't know that the heart of men are desperately wicked. You don't even wait to check if it is true or not. You will hit the town with it. You know, never assassinate a person's character. You have no right. You know, because character assassination is a pervasive, oh my God, is a pervasive and destructive phenomenon. You know, and it should not be allowed in a society that is decent. You know, no matter what is said about others, think about it. Now, if you understand today that most people say things that are not right about another human being, you will be very, very careful about how you go to town with what somebody says about anybody. Because when you assassinate somebody's character, it actually shows the kind of person you are. Because who you are is what you give. You can't give what you don't have. So if you're a dirty person in the mind, because character assassination is a dirty game. If you're a dirty person in the mind, if you're a dirty person in the heart, then you can actually take what people are saying about others and go because, oh, it's somebody you don't even like. Oh, yes. Oh, I have seen something to go to town with. I see something to do with the person. Please, pull her down syndrome. Pull him down syndrome is a very terrible thing to do. Human tongue only has few things, but it can destroy. It can destroy. Don't let negativity that you feel about others push you to lie about the person, to conjure and to forge something that is not real. Peddlers of false accusations they are murderers. I am telling you, if you have assassinated another person's character, you are a murderer. There's no two ways about it. You know, you don't need to allow people to actually push you into doing something that is not okay. What am I saying? It is wrong. We have talked about it. I gave 2 scenarios here right now. But then the other woman that the husband has done that to. There are so many women that do that as well. In the churches, where you're supposed to operate with grace, pastors are assassinating the character of fellow pastors. Priests are doing same. Go to the market. It's a bane. It's an everyday thing. Come to the offices. You will even forge a letter, forge something. You remove a file from a good file of it so that you can implicate the person to be sacked. How can you be happy to inflict pain on another person and know that the person that society will never forgive, and you will do that thing against your fellow human being because you think you don't like to see the face of the person? Who the hell are you? You are not God, and you can never be God. God gave all of us equal hours, 24 hours for everybody. The rain falls for both the sinner and the saint. The sun shines for both the sinner and the saint. Whose right do you think you have? Which right? For you to kill another person for no just reason and leave them to bleed in their sleep because you don't like their face, and you will force something that they never dreamt of doing. Most people are in jail today for something they didn't do in an office. A colleague signed that signature, a colleague owed that thing, and they are languishing in jail, and you're happy because you just wanted their position. Why are you like that? Most of them in the market because you wanted a shop that is not your own. But if you pray to God, God will bless us in every single way we are in. He will, because He's God. Everything we ever wanted, we don't have it. We don't even have control of the breathings that we have. I told somebody someday that if anytime you breathe up, that what you tell God, God, is it okay? He says, no, you breathe down. Is it okay? No. Is it okay? No. The day you breathe up, is it okay? And He says, yes, you will never breathe down again. What right do you have to decide who you will make, who you will see, and who you will not see? What right do you have to decide who will live and who will not live? What right do you have to decide, oh my God, that this person, oh, I'm going to force something and heap on this person? But my days, we have talked about what the evil ones are doing. Wickedness in the heart of men. It is desperate and is deep. But now, I want to tell you that the storm is not a stranger to the boat. They are relational. So you know that Bible said that surely they shall gather. But because the gathering is not of Him, they will scatter. I want you to brace yourself, because this suicide thing is something I don't want us to be doing. If you understand that it's not what they do to you, that if you stop and keep throwing stones at every dog that barks, that you will never get to your destination. I want us, those who think I can't take this, I want you to straighten up, brace up, have this strength internally. You will brace it. The storm is not a stranger to the boat. They work together. With ship is always in the sea. The storm comes. Your ability to survive it is what I'm talking to you about today. That you will survive it, even if you're in it right now. It will not sink you. It will sail you. You need to get the strength you need, to believe in yourself that you can, because it is what you tell yourself that you become. You need to first have the will to survive this. It is not fair. It is not nice. It is not even encouraging. It is not acceptable. But if you are in it, don't die. Please, suicide is not an option at all. Storms are challenges. There are battles. There are troubles. There are difficult situations, There are circumstances that, that confront us every single day, But I want to let you know that it can't destroy you and I. It can't, because that's exactly the situation of things. We will keep saying, oh, I turn this way, I do this thing. Okay, the road is your vision. The boat is your vision. When we talk about your storm, being the difficult things about your life, being the challenges, being the bad things that are happening, being the things people say about you, envy and jealousy, the lies, the accusations, the false rumors and all that, they are the storms. They are the storms. But when I look left and I look right and I tell you what, that the boat is your vision, is your dream, is your goal, is your faith, is your hope, and is your expectations. You know what you have come to world to be. You know what you're supposed to be. You know your goals. You know the faith you have in God. Because faith and fear, they don't work together. Your faith must supervise, so you must be higher for you to become what you want to become. So, because when you look at these two, you know that the other one can't take over. No way, you can't allow it. Because you cannot calm a storm. No way. You can't calm a storm. You can only calm yourself. The storm can come and you don't know the direction it's going to come from. But the confidence to calm yourself is what makes you who you are. So you may not calm the storm and you cannot even try. Don't even bother to try to calm the storm. Don't bother. Don't bother. But calm yourself inside it. Because the storms are temporal. They are so temporal. They will fade. Whatever they do, as it fumes, it will fizzle out like that. It will pass. I want you to, instead of letting it actually affect you, face the storm and storm your storm. Face your storm and storm the storm, and you realize that if you do that, it will fade. It won't be same again. Oh my God. I wish you can just understand what I'm saying. Because I don't want to hear that, okay, somebody did this and you commit suicide. You cannot die for somebody who is supposed to be the one to die for you. You cannot, no matter what the situation is all about. You cannot. No matter what people do to you, no matter what they say, you don't owe an evil person an apology. But you owe yourself the strength to live. I look at most times you won't get it. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know, but when you harbor something terrible in your head against somebody, how do you sleep? How do you sleep? How do you sleep is my question. Because I don't know how people can carry all those kind of things, but don't waste your time trying to fight it. Know that it will come, but it may not come in a way that you will know. But you're surviving it is the thing. People may write you off, it doesn't matter. People will rip you off, it doesn't matter. People will check you off, it does not matter. People will call you off, they will trade you off, they will run you off, they will do whatever it is to you. But hey, I am telling you this afternoon that the true you, there's an inner you inside the you. There are that you that is connected to God Almighty. The moment you hold on to that you, oh my God, it will fizzle. It will fizzle. It will fizzle. And it will not take your life. It will not take your. It hurts me. It hurts me. That young boy hurts me so much that he died at the rate of his success, and he started from the scratch because somebody somewhere chose not to like him, to see his face, and they know that he will not be able to handle that situation, and eventually he did not. So what are we saying here now? You have to build on your strengths. I need you to do that. Character assassination is horrible. It's horrible. But I will keep telling people, nothing lasts on earth. Nothing lasts. And please do not, for whatever reason, join a gang up against another person with another person. Learn to pick your battles. The war that is not your own, let it go. If every one of us allow people to carry their problems, we'll be better off. Don't conclude on people. Don't hate people unnecessarily. When people don't hurt you, please, you don't need to hate who did not do you anything. Why would you hate somebody that did not do you anything? Who are you? We are getting so much, importance to ourselves that the foundation that we created is floating, and we don't mind and we don't care. So please do not judge people. Everybody's character is different. Some people are withdrawn. Some people are extroverts. It doesn't matter where. So when you think you're an extrovert and you see a withdrawn person, they're not snubbing you. Most times it's a mentality problem that makes that. Don't be too proud to think that you're something that you're not. I keep saying that always. Just stop entertaining gossips. Everybody that entertains gossips are helping the false accusers to continue to thrive. Because you hear, because you give your ear, because you allow them, that is why they continue to do what they're doing. But if we learn to raise our hand and shut them down, if we learn to say, excuse me, I don't want to get involved in it, please, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know this person have not done me anything, and I'm not part of this. A lot of people have ganged up against innocent people, except they meet those carrying grace, and that's the only time they're disgraced. But those that are not, a lot of them are just offering. Please do not. If you know those who have suffered character assassination, you will understand that half of their life, half of the reason why they have come on earth is gone. You've taken it from them. Your reason, I don't know. A lot of people will hate somebody so much, and you go and carry poison and put on the chair of the person for the person to die. I have a cousin that because they needed her position, they went to do something, and almost she couldn't walk if not for the grace of God. Because people are wicked. And when you see them, everybody is smiling. Everybody, nothing is written on the forehead of everybody. It's in the heart. And that is why judgment begins from the heart. The heart of men are desperately wicked. I want us to talk as we are here, as we are communicating, as we're listening. A lot of things are going on in different places in our lives. A lot of people we meet. But I want to tell you that wickedness is not in the face of ugly people. That's what we always think. When you see somebody very pretty, when you see somebody very handsome, it is their heart. Most times their heart has no conscience. Their heart has no air. Their heart has no life. But they have beautiful face. They have handsome face. Don't judge with appearance. It's deceitful. Don't judge with appearance. Don't judge with the money. Don't judge with material things. There are some people, they have poverty mentality. They may have so much money, but that little thing you have is what they cannot sleep. They can't sleep because of that, but they have everything much more than you. What are we saying here? Let's learn to be so prayerful, please. No matter what is happening, if you're successful, pray more. If you're not successful, pray more. Most people think, oh, I don't have enemy because I don't have money. Don't worry. Enmity and hatred does not come with finance at all. When you meet those, even they laugh. That you are laughing is a problem. But we're talking. We'll get to all these things one of these days. But today, we centered it on character assassination. Stop it. Stop it. If you're on it, stop it. If you're conceiving it, please bury it. Every human being has an equal right in this life. It's not meant for you alone. It's not meant for you alone. And we have space that whatever comes to you, whatever another person becomes, can never take what you can be. It can never take, because blessing comes from above. It can never stop you. It's only our mentality that makes you think somebody is blocking your path. Nobody is blocking your path. Please don't frame another human being up. Don't frame somebody's child up. Don't frame your wife up. Don't frame your husband up. Don't frame your colleagues up. Most people, especially even pastors, they frame them up. You will wear whatever you want and go for deliverance so that you will say. Most people don't even know what you're saying. But we've done a whole lot of bad in the life of people that never did us anything. May God forgive some people in this life. May God forgive people. And for those who are going through this as I speak now, may God reach you where you are and give you the strength that you need. But hey, suicide is not an option. You will not die at all. We will not die. We will storm our storms, and the storm will fizzle because it's temporal and it will pass. Thank you very much for everybody that has come up today to join me, to listen to me. I said it's our truth that we continue to say here, and it will give us the liberation that we're looking for. We will say our truth, and we will embrace our freedom, because it is only truth that will set us free. I will never stop talking. Next week, Wednesday, by 2 p.m., I will be live again for us to continue to talk on whichever thing God lays in my heart for us to discuss. It must surely end in praise, that I know. Thank you so much. Be strong.